They called him his savior, but no one asked what he was feeding on. A billionaire fed the poor by day and fed on them by night. If you think this story is just about wealth, wait until you see what the spirits demand. Stay with us. If this is the first time you come across my video, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. In the coastal city of Koruba, where the ocean whispered secrets to the mangroves and the drums of the ancestors still echoed in the earth, there lived a man richer than kings. His name was Bala Kande, a billionaire whose towers pierced the sky and whose ships slept on every sea. He built hospitals, funded schools, and fed the poor with one hand, while the other hand remained forever hidden. People praised him, saying, "When Bala walks, hunger runs away." Yet elders noticed something strange. Birds fell silent when he passed, and children cried without knowing why. At night, when the moon climbed high and the city slept, Bala's windows glowed red like embers. The guards swore they heard chanting, old words older than the village itself. The river priests warned, wealth that grows faster than yam vines is often fed by dark soil. But no one listened, for in Koruba, gold spoke louder than wisdom, and Bala Kande smiled with lips that had forgotten the taste of ordinary food. Long before Bala became a man of glass towers, he was a desperate youth born during the Great Famine. Crops failed, children vanished, and graves filled faster than cradles. One night, lost in the forest and close to death, Bala encountered Nyamo, a spirit who wore the face of a starving elder. Nyamo offered him wealth beyond dreams, but at a price. "You shall never eat food again," the spirit said. "You shall feed on blood, quietly, carefully, forever." Fear bent Bala's spine, but hunger bent it further. He agreed. From that day, Bala arose. His rivals failed, his deals never collapsed, and money flowed like a possessed river. But each success demanded payment. At first, it was animals, goats, then cattle. Later, Nyamo demanded human blood, taken without death, but never without pain. Bala built secret clinics beneath his factories, disguised as charity centers. The poor came seeking help, unaware that their strength was being siphoned away, drop by drop, into the veins of a smiling savior. The truth might have remained buried if not for Abeni, a young village girl whose sight was not bound to flesh alone. Abeni carried the gift of inner seeing, passed through her mother's line. When she looked at Bala, she saw not a man but a hollow god filled with red smoke. During a public feast, while others cheered, Abeni collapsed screaming, "He drinks us! He drinks us!" Laughter drowned her words, but the ancestors had already stirred. That night, Abeni followed the whispers of her dreams to the undercity beneath Bala's tallest tower. There she saw rows of weak bodies, alive yet emptied, guarded by men who feared gold more than truth. She ran to the elders, who finally listened. The oldest among them said, "A man who feeds on blood will one day choke on it." They summoned the forgotten drums and prepared a reckoning that wealth could not buy. Under a moon swallowed by clouds, the elders confronted Bala. They called his true name, the one Nyamo had sealed away. The drums beat, the earth trembled, and the spirits answered. Bala tried to flee, but his legs failed him. The blood within him rebelled, turning thick and heavy. Nyamo appeared, furious, demanding repayment. "You were to feed in silence," the spirit roared. "Now you shall feed alone." Bala's riches turned to dust before his eyes. His towers cracked, his ships sank, and his name became poison on every tongue. Nyamo drank from Bala himself, draining him not of life, but of power, youth, and memory. When dawn arrived, a shriveled old man lay where the billionaire once stood, his mouth stained red, his eyes empty of ambition. Bala did not die. The elders forbade it. Instead, he was sent wandering, carrying the weight of every life he weakened. Children threw stones at him, not in cruelty, but in warning. Abeni became a guardian of truth, teaching villages to question gifts that come without roots. The secret clinics were destroyed, and the blood market collapsed into history's shame. And so, the people of Koruban learnt, Wealth without spirit is hunger in disguise. The storytellers still say, if a man grows rich while others grow thin, ask what he eats. For blood remembers, the ancestors watch, and no fortune, no matter how vast, can escape the judgment of truth. Moral lesson. Bala's riches grew from blood, not effort or justice. His empire collapsed, showing that wealth gained at the expense of others carries inevitable consequences. Abeni, guided by her inner sight and ancestral gifts, saw the truth others ignored. The story teaches that wisdom, insight, and moral courage are stronger than material power. The billionaire's secret greed drained the poor, leaving a trail of suffering. The story warns that actions driven by selfishness hurt others and eventually taint one's name forever. If this story taught you, please don't forget to drop a comment, like, and share. See you in my next video.